Burning to Shred with a Deception. This is the last song of 2018 Trip Hazard demos. This is Thanks for Asking. So we got a few different versions here because like I played them. These are like the way I play them in the 2018 Trip Hazards demos, but recently this year I covered those 3 songs just under my solo act. So I made them what we originally had in mind when we wrote them, which we weren't able to do back then. So in the original ones, it's all played on electric guitar, and I didn't have pedals back then, so there was no changing between loud and soft. But when we wrote it, we wanted it to be loud and then like a soft verse and a loud chorus. So that's what I did in my covers. So I'll just show you that because that's how we wanted it to be back then. So it starts off with an acoustic for the verses, which is camera didn't really get that. So it's A, which is your normal A chord, which is your first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the B string. So we got that one. It just goes, and it changes to a D chord. So that is your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. Your 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret of the high E string, and then your 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string. Go back to the A. So that's then it goes to an E chord, which is your 2nd finger on the 2nd of the A string, your 3rd finger on the 2nd of the D string, and your 1st finger is on the 1st of the G string. So yeah. So it's just those 3 chords, and it just starts off with A to D, back to A to E, A, D, A, E. So that is the verses. And transition out of the verses to the chorus, we just, instead of doing the up-down strumming, we just do single strums on it. Like that. So yeah, that is it. That's what the verse is like, which is nice and simple. So yeah. All right. So for the choruses, it's a very similar theme. When I used to play them I used to play them just with the chords I showed you before. So I used to play them with like just normal chords, which is E, C, D, G. But I wanted it really heavy. I wanted to so I'm using power chords instead now, which is so yeah. So that is E power chord, which is 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and your 4th finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. And then it's a C power chord, which is your 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the A, and your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the D. Slide that up to the 5th fret to make a D, and then jump back to the G string, the E string on the 3rd fret, which makes a G. So together it's so to finish that chorus off, instead of hitting the G 3 times. We slide that power chord on the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret, which makes an A. So altogether that sounds like... So, I mean, if you want to play it the old way, which is just not using the normal chords. Because that way you're back in line to start the... Which sounds terrible with distortion. So yeah, the original was just electric guitar with not that much distortion, and the one that I redid was acoustic for the verses and electric for the choruses. Yeah, so that is that song. That's all done. Yeah, I think on the last time around, when you're doing the strumming, let's grab the acoustic. So yeah, I think for the last time around, because it ends on a verse, you do the single strums, and then a second set of strums, and you don't hit that last E, you just let the A ring out, and then it ends. But apart from that, it's all the same stuff, so just single strums to transition into the choruses, and then there's just gaps in between for the transitions. You don't really have to do anything, it's just a fade out kind of situation. So yeah, hopefully that helped. That was the last song in the 2018 demos, so congratulations for making it that far. Again, I covered them, I redid them the way that like we had them in our heads when we wrote them. Thank you for watching, hopefully that helped, and keep on rocking on. I'll see you in the next ones. Body!